the first thought in my mind was, I'm deleting this crap. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. Yes, indeed, we got back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for the first time, and we did it on live stream yesterday. I wanted to share with you guys my experience, how I felt getting back on NBA 2K21 for Next Gen. Is it the same? Has anything changed since I've been off? If you guys been following the channel, you know I've been off of Next Gen for months now. I deleted the game in frustration from what I was seeing after a particular patch. I don't even remember which patch it was, but it just changed the gameplay tremendously, and I have never ever deleted a 2K during its annual cycle. I deleted it afterwards, but during the annual cycle I have never ever deleted a 2K, so that goes to show how frustratingly bad 2K was to me, in my opinion. But we got back on yesterday, we did it on live stream, and this is the gameplay you're seeing. This is the first gameplay in the background of me getting back on NBA 2K21 for Next Gen. I'm gonna tell you guys my experience. In the beginning, when I downloaded the game, you know, you go through the usual issues. I don't know if you guys experienced this yourselves, but you let me know in the comments section below if you do indeed experience this stuff. But I downloaded the game, and then I had to, like I said, I received the error code with the corrupted files. So I went into my storage, my PS5 storage, and I guess I downloaded from the cloud all of my player files. Now that's one step, one additional step that should not have to happen. That's, in my opinion, you shouldn't receive error codes with anything that says corrupted in there. That's like a player's worst nightmare to see corrupted, the error code corrupted. And indeed, the player files were not corrupted. So I don't know why 2K doesn't just eliminate that, because if this was in my opinion, if this was a first impression, you let me know what you think. But if this was a first impression, somebody who doesn't play the game, doesn't know 2K's antics, this just not familiar with 2K, and they're getting on the game, and then they see a corrupted error code, is like a corrupted player file error code, you're like, oh hell no. Well, anyway, it is what it is. That's what happened to me. I downloaded the player files from the storage, and then I was able to get on with my player files. But that was not all. After getting on with your player files, I don't know if you guys experienced this as well, it just shows like all your players are prospects, and you're like, what? I never even created a prospect I never created a prospect player in my life. So I'm already fully aware of that being the case. You just gotta kind of click on the player, load them into the park, and then quit out in order to see what type of player you have available to you. You get all your player files in line, but they all say prospect until you click on them and it loads in, and then it kind of gives them the correct name. So that was my experience in general. But while I was trying to quit out the game, the loading times were absolutely insane. It made me think that I wanted to kind of purchase a PS3 just to kind of compare and contrast the differences in loading time from PS3 to PS5, because man, the loading time was, I had like went away, made a sandwich, came back, and it was still trying to load me back into the main menu, which was absolutely insane. Another issue I had was actually getting my player up, loading the player that I wanted up after I, figured out each player's names and changing it from prospect to my actual player. I go into the menu and try to change my clothes, because there's another issue. When you load back in after deleting the game, you're left with 2K sneakers, and all of your sneakers are gone, because I had a ton of sneakers. My sneaker game was up there, so I had a ton of sneakers. They were all gone, and now I've got like 3 pair of sneakers out there, which that's 10,000 VC, which I don't know what 2K is thinking, just snatching away your sneakers like that, like as if people just got money to spend out there. But it is what it is. This is not a real, I just wanted to tell you guys, keep it a buck with you guys, my exact experience getting in the game. And I actually had the feeling, because of these minor nuances with the game and these error codes and just these additional steps that shouldn't have to happen, the first thought in my mind was, I'm deleting this crap. I'm not even going to get into gameplay. I'm just going to delete the crap because 2K is on the same stuff, making the user pay for their errors. This is what it feels like to me. But you guys let me know your experience. So we actually did, I stuck it out, I stuck it through, and I actually got to some gameplay finally. And this is where things changed, and I gotta keep it a buck with you guys. During my gameplay, we lost twice yesterday. In about 2.5 hours worth of gaming, we only lost twice on live stream. This was all live. From my first gameplay to my last gameplay, it was all live. And if you guys need players to run with on Next Gen, or you would like to join us on our live streams, consider joining us in Discord. We have a great Discord community, non-toxic, only positive vibes. Stop running with those Randys out there. Come on out and join our community. We would love to have you. But like I was saying, I got to say the gameplay felt good. Now, my issue with 2K is that I know that they can offer you a day's worth of good gameplay. That's been my experience in the past. They can give you a good day. Now, my issue with 2K is that, are they going to allow that to be consistent? And that's where things change, is the consistency in the gameplay. Hopefully they can maintain some level of consistency where I can continue to play the game, because I would absolutely love to get back on Next Gen and maintain like my streams and start making more content about Next Gen. I gotta say, it was good gameplay. I felt good. The defense. Now, things have changed since I last played 2K. Things have changed tremendously. I'll tell you guys the reason why it was like the last straw. I just had to get off the game. I'll tell you that in just a second. But the defense felt a little more responsive. Let me know if that's been your experience in recent days. The defense for NBA 2K21 on Next Gen, but the defense felt good. I was getting turnovers where I thought I should get a turnover, getting in the passing lanes, things like that, like you just saw in the background there. It felt good. It felt responsive. And although we know there's some sliding and the gameplay is a little bit slower and methodical, things just felt a lot smoother. You're hitting shots where you feel like you should hit shots, you know, when you're pulling up, you're like, hey, that shot should go in. It should be green, actually. And they were greening out there. I had no complaints about the offense or the defense. Don't get me wrong, you still got stuck in some canned animations that were just like out of this world, but overall, my experience on NBA 2K21 for Next Gen yesterday was a good experience, and it seems like I will be getting back on NBA 2K21 for Next Gen more often. Until the game starts acting really funny, I will play it. Until then, I will be on the game, live streaming the game. But if it starts acting funny, I gotta tell you, I got to go where the fun is at. I got to play and protect my peace, and I want to make sure that I maintain my sanity. So if 2K starts getting crazy, we will easily get back off this game, because I am not fan to be frustrated out there. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a like. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of next gen content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.